And
Hey guys, we're
hey guys,
Technical difficulties.
Whatever
It's
you
fine.
said, just say it again.
professional stream.
Professional.
Hi
Whatever.
guys, we're here. We're here at TNT Card and Hobby. We opened up the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle set. Me and my wife Sammy. I'm Jonathan. We're gonna open up. We're gonna rank the legendary creatures as the commander. There's 195 cards in the set. There's 72 legendary creatures, which is 62% of the creatures in the set. So there's a lot of legendaries to go through. There are quite a few duplicates in this stack, but a lot. All right.
All I'm hearing is nerd stats.
Yes. You want to show one of those? Okay. First we have Leonardo, Big Brother. For 2 and a white, he's a 1/3. Leonardo gets +1/+0 for each creature you control, and Sneak for a white. If you don't know, Sneak is basically a slightly different ninjutsu. May cast a spell for white if you also return an unblocked attacker you control to hand during the declare blockers step, which is the change. He enters tapped and attacking. No. For 3, a 1/3, +1 for each creature you control. I don't think he's that great.
No, I think we could do better.
Yeah. All right. Do we want to put him in C, or do we want to like? He's not a complete failure.
Not a complete failure. I would put him like low C.
Low C. Okay. Put him up there. Just meh, average. If you want to just make a white deck that cares about creatures, because what? He gets +1 for each creature you control. So if you make a white weenie deck,
Did you say white weenie deck?
yeah, that's what it's called. Yeah.
I'll trust you.
Just make a whole bunch of 1/1 creatures. It's a white weenie. All right, Leonardo, leader in blue, for 1 white. When Leonardo enters, if his sneak cost was paid, creatures you control get +2/+0 until end of turn. And then for 1 and a white, Leonardo gains first strike until end of turn. His sneak cost is 5. Meh. 2/1 for 5 to sneak him out. I don't really care for him.
No, not really.
No. Not as commander. Remember, guys, not as a 99. Whatever put it down in the comments if you think some of these cards would be, if you'd throw them in your 99, just it's perfect for that color, for that combo. But as commander, I'm not feeling it. All right, I don't think we have. Wait, there's double for that one. Why are you in the way? Okay. Leonardo, cutting edge, for 1 and a white. Lifelink. Whenever you gain life, put a 1/1 counter on Leonardo. He has lifelink. And sneak for 1. As commander, meh. I wouldn't hate him in the 99. That row is going to get full.
Slowly, it'll fill up.
All right. Lita, little orphan amphibian. For 1 and a white. Alliance. Whenever another creature you control enters, choose one that hasn't been chosen this turn. Put a 1/1 counter on Lita. Create a food token. Or scry 1. Now this one I actually don't mind.
Oh, so you had to give me the shiny one?
I did. You gotta show off the shiny. Everyone knows foils are better.
They are, but it makes it a little hard to show it on camera.
I guess. Now this one, because it gets stuff for creatures entering. And multiple times a turn. You just have to choose one that hasn't been chosen before. I like her.
See, I think I'm biased against white. I don't love playing white.
You know what? That's fair enough.
I am a green girly through and through.
You are. All right. Put her in B. I know there's some cards I like. Maybe we'll see what you think of them. So maybe we'll get an S tier. Okay, but you got to show off the pretty art.
I'll show off the pretty art.
Wonderful.
Don't you worry.
Wonderful. My round of applause for my lovely assistant. Jenica, Bad Apple, Big Sister, for 4 and a white. When Jenica enters, create a 2/2 red mutant creature token and plane cycling for 2. Discard this card, search your library for a planes card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. She's useless as not a commander. Meh. For 5.
For 5, I don't love it.
No.
However, I do love that art.
That is great art. It's great art. Do we? Do we? Second one an F?
Second one an F.
Second one an F.
That would be a really bad not planeswalker.
Did
commander.
you ever care for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Not really.
Me either. So if you love Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, maybe there's some of these cards that you're like nostalgia value. I don't have any of that.
Yeah. All the nostalgia value for me went to the Avatar sets.
This is true. April O'Neil, Kunoichi trainee for 1 and a white.
I'm sorry, what was that second to last word?
Kunoichi?
Kunoichi?
Kunoichi? I don't care. I swear that Zabuza says Kunoichi or whatever. I don't know. When April O'Neil enters Scry 2, April O'Neil can't be blocked by creatures with 3 or greater, with power 3 or greater. She's a 2/2. Meh.
Again, I don't love her as a commander.
No, not really. I like if you could throw like a 1/1 counter on her and or make her a little more powerful, then basically either she's gonna get through if they have a bigger creature, or she's just gonna get chump blocked. I don't know.
She'd be good in the 99, but like
as commander.
Not as commander. I don't love her.
Meh. All right, our last white. And then
it's a birdie.
Koya, Death from Above, for 2 and a white. Flying, when Koya enters, exile up to 1 other target creature. At the beginning of your next end step, you may pay 3 and a black. If you don't, return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control. So technically, this is a Orzhov commander. Huh.
I'll trust your instinct on that.
It is, because that black appearing...
Nerd.
Nerd. I don't know. When it enters, exile a card until the end of turn, or you have to pay an additional 4.
Again, Yuck. Yeah, I don't like it.
Yuck. All right. There, that's all the white. Now we're moving on to everyone's favorite color, blue.
Yeah, you love my blue decks, don't you?
Yeah. Okay. So we're starting out with Mondo Gecko. For 1 and 2 blue. For 1, discard a card until end of turn. Mondo Gecko becomes the color of your choice and gains hexproof from that color. Whenever Mondo Gecko deals combat damage to a player, draw a card for each color among permanents you control. All right, it's an interesting effect of gets hexproof from certain colors. But then if he's your commander, you only have blue. So you're not getting any advantage from that second effect.
I mean, I'll play devil's advocate here. What if you have a deck like Painbow where it's a 5-color?
Well, you can't if he's commander, it has to be blue.
Does it?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's how commander works.
Don't mind me, I'm still half asleep.
Yeah. So, like, in your 99 of Painbow,
yeah,
he'd be all right. He could. But as commander, meh. I'm not feeling him.
Yeah, I'm not either.
Where do you want to put him?
He'd be a really bad commander, in my opinion.
Okay. Ray Fillet, Man Ray, for 3 and a blue. Flying. When Ray Fillet enters, create a mutagen token. It's an artifact with 1 tap, sacrifice this token, put a 1/1 counter on target creature, activate only as a sorcery. For 2, remove a 1/1 counter from a creature you control to draw a card. Put 1/1 counters on. 2, you can draw a card. 4 flying. Will cost 4. It's a 3/3. What do you think?
I feel like
Any thoughts?
I feel like we could have a potential B tier here.
Yeah.
If you utilize him correctly.
Yeah. If you build around 1/1 counters, proliferation, stuff like that, you could get some. You could get some decent card advantage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Nice. I'm with you. We've got another B tier. S tier, A tier, B tier. C, D, F.
Are we not separating them out? Yeah, that's what
Of
I
course,
thought.
of course.
Gotta show the colors.
We ended segregation a long time ago. All right. April O'Neil, Hacktivist, for 3 and a blue. At the beginning of your end step, draw a card for each card type among spells you've cast this turn.
You can give me the spare.
There's no spare.
Thought that was...
That's a different April.
Oh, okay.
Huh. What does she cost? 4? 4 to put out.
Yeah, 4 to put out. She's a 1/5.
Yeah. That's an interesting effect. Draw a card for each card type among spells you cast this turn. I feel like that could be pretty decent.
Yeah, if you build around that properly, it could be a pretty good commander.
What? A creature, an instant, a sorcery, an enchantment. So if anything, if they're all different types, you'll draw as many cards as you played that turn.
Mm-hmm. This is your show. If you think she's S tier,
my show. I like her. You can tell me if I'm an idiot if you disagree.
My opinion doesn't matter. He's my husband. I always think he's a little bit of an idiot.
Okay. April, Reporter of the Weird, for 2 and a blue. Whenever April deals combat damage to a player, draw that many cards, then discard a card. She's a 2/2. I don't know. Throwing your commander out, hoping to get combat damage. It's a risky move.
It is.
I don't... As commander, I don't think I like her.
I don't love her as commander.
You think she's up in the D, or you think we'll throw her down in F? Because for 3 mana, they're gonna have something out. They're gonna have something to be able to block her.
Yeah, she's gonna get really expensive really fast.
Yeah.
So I think she's gonna be an F.
Yeah. All right, Krang, Mastermind. That is certainly an art. All right, for 6 and 2 blue, Affinity for Artifacts. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each artifact you control. When Krang enters, if you have fewer than 4 cards in hand, draw cards equal to the difference. Krang gets +1/+0 for each artifact you control. Now that one, I don't mind.
Oh, I have thoughts on that art that I'll tell you later.
Oh boy.
Because this is a family-friendly channel.
So he costs 8, technically, but he has affinity for artifacts. You can get quite a few artifacts in blue, just in Commander in general, and the affinity also helps reduce his commander tax. I can warm up to that one.
Yeah. At least here.
I think so. I think that's a decent place for him.
I think B or A.
Yeah. Get some... Pump him up. Get some, I don't know, commander-centric artifacts. Give him hexproof and stuff like that. See if you could try and do commander damage. because he gets +1 for each of the artifacts you control. So not only are you reducing his cost, you're pumping him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Renette or Renee?
Renette.
Renette.
That is a T.
Okay. You never know. It could be French where it's like consonant, be silent.
I'm sorry, I had German in school. Disappear your language.
Renette Temporal Apprentice for 3 and 2 blue. Flash. When Renette enters, return each non-land permanent that entered this turn to its owner's hand. 4/3.
I don't know. I personally hate anything that returns something to the owner's hand because that normally means I'm being targeted. So I have less mana to bully other people with.
I enjoy that. Flash, and then like, oh, you played a bunch of stuff. Bounce. And if you're playing against someone who makes a lot of tokens, if tokens bounce back to your hand, they're just gone. But as commander, though, because what? That's 5. That's a lot of mana to leave open to try and play her.
Yeah. She wouldn't be the worst commander out there, but I don't.
She's not great either.
Yeah, she's not great either.
D?
I'm thinking D tier.
I'm there with you.
Keeping her in line.
All right, I won't give you the shiny to show to the camera.
I appreciate it. Makes my job easier.
All right.
Oh, look at his little goggles.
Donatello, Turtle Techie. 3 and a blue. When Donatello enters, if you control an artifact, draw a card. 3/4. Yeah.
I want you guys to appreciate his little goggles. They're adorable.
I don't know. Comes out as long as you control an artifact, which a pretty good chance you might. You get a card. I don't hate him.
I know personally,
Just
as long as it's not dealing immediate damage to me, I tend to not pay too much heed to cards like this as a commander, so this could be a good commander.
Could be a good
just
like
fly
a good
under the radar.
Yeah, a good sneaky one where you're like, I'm not the threat. Don't mind me.
Unfortunately, I play stuff that immediately makes me the threat. So I don't have that luxury.
You don't get to fly under the radar.
I am public enemy number 1 when it comes to commander, and I get mine out.
I think C is a decent place for him.
Yeah.
Just nothing flashy, but he's not terrible. All right, Kitsune, Dragon's Daughter, 4 2 blue, vigilance. Whenever Kitsune enters or deals combat damage to a player, you may exchange control of 2 other target creatures controlled by different players. So you damage someone, and then you can just play Swift Swap with 2 people's creatures. That could be interesting.
Could be, yeah. As long as you're not chaining it to a rock.
Yep, as long as it doesn't get chained to a rock.
I'll never forgive him for chaining my creature to a rock that one time.
Oh. It's interesting, at least. I don't hate it. Oh. That's cute little art. Donatello, Way with Machines, for 2 and a blue. He has flying. Whenever an artifact you control enters, put a 1/1 counter on Donatello. He starts out as a 1/2. I feel like, depending on your deck, that could get out of hand real quick.
Oh, yeah. I think he's easily B tier.
I think so. That's a good place for him. Also, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but on the foil, the little D on his belt buckle is is reflective. I think that's neat.
It's like Badger going on about the kinematics.
B tier?
B tier.
B tier. Okay. Stockman, Mad Flyentist. For 4 and a blue, flying. When Stockman enters, draw a card, then discard a card, and he has Island Cycling for 2. 5 cost. You get to draw a card, then discard, so you get to kind of filter your hand. Don't hate him, don't love him. He's just kind of a meh.
Yeah, he is just kind of a meh.
Yeah. We already did that. Yeah, she's over there. Like I said, there's a lot of duplicates in this set. There we go. I think Tommy sorted through the blues. All right.
I see the blame game is going on here.
All right. Last blue, Metalhead. For 4 and a blue, when Metalhead enters, return up to 1 other target artifact or creature to its owner's hand. For a red, sacrifice another target. Put a 1/1 counter on Metalhead. He gains menace and haste until end of turn. So you get to bounce a creature, and then for a red, sacrifice an artifact and put a counter on him. Gains menace and haste. I enjoy menace and I enjoy haste. Hi, Tommy. I see you in chat.
Is he a cyborg in that picture?
Mm-hmm.
He looks like a cyborg turtle.
Looks like it. Yeah. Robot arm and stuff. Yeah. So you get a bounce spell, and then you can give him menace and haste.
I don't know. I'm too distracted by the fact that he has a circular saw for an arm. It's part of his arm. It's a very distracting fact.
I don't know. Nothing special. Roll him over and see. He's not even blue. He's actually is it because the red down in one of the abilities. All right, now on to black. Shark Shredder Killer Clone for 2 and 2 black. First strike. When Shark Shredder deals combat damage to a player, put up to 1 target creature card from that player's graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. It enters tapped and attacking that player. It has Sneak for 3 and 2 black. I like him. I'm not opposed to him. What do you think? Any thoughts? I could throw him in B.
He's very toothy. That is my thought.
Is he B tier toothy?
That is S tier toothy. B tier
we're not ranking them on tooth count.
B tier on everything else, but I want you guys to get your face out of here.
A lot of teeth, like a shark, multiple rows.
You can't see it very well on camera, but those teeth rows go all the way back in there. Oh, there goes my phone.
If you want to get a better look at that card, come on down to TNT Card and Hobby. We opened all of these cards, but they'll be sold by the store. So if there's anything here that catches your eye and you think, wow, he put that down in F, I want that as my commander, let them know. You can come get them.
Look at you, a walking advertisement.
Yes, ma'am. All right, Rat King Verminister.
Oh, this is going to be one for those rat guys.
For 1 and a black, disappear. At the beginning of your end step, if a permanent left the battlefield under your control this turn, create a 1/1 black rat creature token and put a 1/1 counter on Rat King. Tap and sacrifice 3 rats. Return target creature card and all other cards with the same name as that card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. All right. I can't remember its exact name, but I know there's a rat card that says have as many of it as you want in your deck. I like him.
Do you see what I mean by it makes it a pain by?
Makes it a pain to.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I personally, as myself, because I know exactly how I would build that. I might make that S tier.
I'll let you do what you want because I'm still half asleep.
Yep. Yep. I'm gonna throw them up there. Cause yeah, all cards with the same name back. It is Commander, so it's supposed to be singleton format, but the cards that say have as many as you want in a deck, I'm throwing them there. Savanti Romero times Exile for 3 and 2 black. Trample. At the beginning of combat on your turn, put a 1/1 counter on Savanti Romero. Then you draw X cards and lose X life, where X is the number of counters on Savanti Romero. He starts out as a 4/4. So Trample, he pumps up. You get to draw cards, but you lose life. What do you think? Thoughts?
I think
Comments?
he's ugly.
Concern? Well, it's not a beauty contest, so.
Well, maybe it should be. Oh no.
Drop the cards. Okay. I like him. I think it could be interesting. I personally would put him over in B tier.
Yeah, that's a good tier for him. Over in B.
Throwing all these cards on the ground. Feel terrible.
And crimes. Crimes against cards.
I know. I apologize. I'm sorry, everybody.
He's very unprofessional.
I work in a factory. I am not in front of the camera very often, so.
You're in front of the camera more often than I am.
All right. Super Shredder for 1 and a black. He has Menace. Whenever another permanent leaves the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on Super Shredder. He starts out as a 1/1. I like him.
I mean, at least he has like the unique factor to his art.
Mm-hmm. It is really cool art. I like him. Anytime a permanent leaves, he pumps.
That could be really good in just a token deck, because tokens are technically permanents.
Oh yeah. And also, there's 3 other people, so anytime one of their permanents leaves, he's pumping.
I'm thinking he's at least A tier.
I think it's a good place for him. All right, another Shredder. Shredder Unrelenting for 4 and a black. Death Touch. Whenever Shredder enters or attacks another target creature you control, gains Death Touch until end of turn. He's a 6/4. He has Sneak for 3 and a black. Give something else Death Touch. Your opponent who's sitting there with like a 12/12 Eldrazi, and you 1/1 with Death Touch. C tier?
Yeah, it's a good place for him to see.
Yeah, we'll go over there. Yes, man. All right, Splinter Hamato Yoshi for 1 and a black. He has Menace. Other ninjas you control get +1/+1. He's a 1/3 and he has sneak for a black. I wonder which set has a lot of ninjas. He's interesting at least. Pumps up your other ninjas.
Yeah. He wouldn't be a bad one to put in my ninjutsu deck.
This is true.
So if you were to build something centered around ninjas, it'd be pretty good.
It could be.
But as like a general commander.
Yeah.
Eh.
All right. Lord Dreg, Insect Invader, for 3 and a black. He has flying. He has disappear. Beginning of your end step, if permanent left the battlefield under your control this turn, create a 1/1 black insect warrior creature token with flying. For 3 and a green, sacrifice a token, draw a card. So he's a Golgari commander, not black. So you lose a you lose a permanent, create a token. You sacrifice a token, you get to draw a card.
I don't love him. He's also kind of ugly.
Do you not love him to put him enough into D?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll throw him in a D.
He doesn't seem very useful. Part of the 99, sure, he's fine. But as your commander.
Yep. Alright. You got a few of these guys. I'll give you that one.
I want this one.
You want that one?
I want this one.
Oroku Saki Shredder Rising. For 2 and a black. Whenever Oroku Saki deals combat damage to a player, you draw a card and lose 1 life. He has sneak for 1 and a black. See, now me as in the 99, I think I would like him in a black deck. But as commander, I'm not feeling him.
Not feeling him as commander now.
Down in here, up in C. I think that's a halfway decent place for him. This guy's kind of cool. Bebop, Warthog Warrior. For 4 and a black, he has Menace. Rhinos you control have Menace. Swamp Cycling. He's a 5/4. So it's entertaining that he pumps rhinos, or like gives them Menace, but he is a boar mutant warrior. I'm not sure how much creature support rhinos even have.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, he does have a pretty sick nose ring. I'll give him that much.
He does. Do you think his nose ring gets him out of F tier?
I would put him out of F tier just for his nose ring.
Okay. We'll throw him up there.
That's a sick nose ring. Look at that shoulder stud. Come on.
Fair enough. All right. On to the greens. Mutagen Man Living Ooze. For X and 2 green. He has Trample. Activated abilities of artifact tokens you control cost 1 less to cast. When Mutagen Man enters, create X mutagen tokens. Their artifacts: 1, tap, sacrifice this token, put a 1/1 counter on target creature, activate only as a sorcery. So if I understand that correctly, his cost reduction would mean that you could just tap the mutagen tokens for free. I like him.
He's not bad.
Could be useful.
He is kind of slimy looking, though.
I mean, he's literally living ooze.
He's slimy looking.
Yeah. Where do you think he could get tossed? A or B?
I think B.
B? All right. Okay. Michelangelo. Weirdness to 11. When Michelangelo enters, create a mutagen token. If one or more 1/1 counters would be put on a creature you control, that many plus 1/1 counters are put on instead. So you get one additional 1/1 counter.
Why is his pizza blue? His pizza is blue, guys.
You can't just ask someone why their pizza is blue.
I can and will. His pizza is blue.
Oh. It's interesting, at least.
Also, I feel bad for that poor sap in the back who's just flying through the air.
Mm-hmm. Just getting whipped around. Yeah, you're right. That is not a pizza I would eat.
You're also really picky, though.
Yeah, so I guess that's not really a great test.
Yeah.
All right, Michelangelo Mutant BFF, 2 green. Each creature you control with a counter on it can't be blocked by more than one creature. Whenever Michelangelo enters or attacks, create a mutagen token. All right, I like that. Get a 1/1 counter, or any counter, and then they can only be blocked by one creature. That could be good.
That could be really good. As long as you can build a halfway decent deck around him, he has potential.
Mm-hmm. And then, see, and in the 99, if you mix it with creatures that have menace, because they can't be blocked except by things with 2 creatures.
I'm thinking B.
I would go A, personally. A, I think. Because it's just any counter.
Yeah.
You can throw counters on stuff. I don't know. What do you think? A tier, B tier, S tier, F tier? Give us your thoughts. All right, Ground Chuck and Dirtbag for 4, 2 green. Trample. Whenever you tap a land for mana, add green. He's an 8/8. So you get additional green.
I would have him not as like an attacking commander, but as like hey, I'm not a threat, don't look at me. So I can get out as many elves as I can.
Of course, you're in your elves. I think, see, but 8/8 with trample. That's a big body.
Yeah, that alone, the 8/8 with trample could put a target on your back. However, if you manage to get him out and he is seen as the least powerful commander, you have potential to set up for some pretty gnarly moves after.
Yeah.
You can become board state really quick with that.
Yeah, decent ramp.
I'm thinking B tier at least.
Yeah, throw him in there. Venus, Torn Between Worlds for 4 and a green. Whenever Venus is dealt damage, put that many 1/1 counters on her. She must survive the damage to get the counters. Whenever a creature you control with a counter on it deals combat damage to a player, you may pay blue. If you do, draw a card. She's a 5/5.
Again, I don't love her.
I don't know.
She's not bad.
If nothing else, she could be a halfway decent blocker. As long as you're only blocking something with 4 power, she could survive. And then she pumps afterward. What do you think? I don't know. Kind of C tier.
Yeah, C tier.
All right. Mona Lisa, Science Geek.
That is not the Mona Lisa.
For 2 and a green, she has Reach. Add X mana of any one color where X is Mona Lisa's power. She starts out as a 1/3. So you can use your mutagen tokens or just some pump stuff. You could get some decent mana out of her.
See, this is my bias talking. However, I like trying to shove as many colors as I can into a monocolor deck. So I have, in my elf deck, I have like 3 or 4 cards that aren't green, but I have zero green mana, or 0 mana other than green. But I have cards like this one that let me add 1 of any color. So that has the potential to set up for some really nasty plays.
Mm-hmm.
I'd put her at least in B tier.
I think so. Yeah, that's a decent place for her. And 3 isn't an overcosted commander, at least.
Yeah.
Rocksteady, Crash Courser. For 4, 2 green. Rocksteady can't be blocked by more than 1 creature. Boars you control can't be blocked by more than 1 creature. Forest cycling. 7/7. It's decent. If you're going for a combat strategy.
Yeah. If you're playing really hard aggro, he could be good.
Yeah. Get some boars. I don't know what we did with our boar that we had earlier. Who pumped he pumped rhinos. So.
Mm-hmm. He's sitting around here somewhere.
Yeah, he's hidden. I don't know.
There he is.
Oh yeah. No. Oh yeah. Rhinos get menace. Yeah. But as commander.
As commander,
Yeah.
You can put him next to his buddy.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Yeah. All right. Michelangelo, Game Master. For 2 and green. Disappear at the beginning of your end step. If a permanent left the battlefield under your control this turn, put a 1/1 counter on Michelangelo. He's a 3/3. Meh.
Yeah, meh.
A 3/3, disappear.
Part of the 99, he'd be good, but not as a commander.
Yeah, he'd be decent at 99. Is he bad enough to throw into F tier, or is he at least halfway decent for D tier?
I think he warrants an F tier.
Okay. I think yeah. It's just nothing. All right. On to the red cards. Casey Jones, Jury Rig, Justiciar. That is a word.
Yeah, just this year.
Justiciar. All right. For 1 and a red, his haste. When Casey Jones enters, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal an artifact card from among them and put into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. 2/1. Oh. Haste, I like, personally. 2. And then you might be able to put an artifact into your hand. You think that could warrant a B?
Yeah, we can do B.
I think so. Wingnut, Bat on the Belfry. Belfry? I think it's Belfry. For 1 and a red, Alliance, whenever another creature you control enters, Wingnut gains your choice of Flying, Menace, or Haste until end of turn. Whenever Wingnut attacks, each other attacking creature gets +1/+0 until end of turn. I like that. Another creature enters, and then you can give her an ability. Yeah, for 2, fairly low-cost commander.
Mm-hmm. If nothing else, she'd be a nice cheap commander.
Yeah. She's not too flashy. I think C is a decent place for her. Old Hob, Alley Cat Blues. big kitty. You'll enjoy him. For 4 and a red, at the beginning of combat on your turn, create a 2/2 red mutant creature token. It gains haste until the end of turn. Destroy it at the beginning of the next end step. For 1 and white, target attacking creature gains indestructible until end of turn. He's a 4/4. So you get to make it 2/2 in combat. You get at least an extra body.
There is so much going on in this art. I can't tell if I'm more fascinated by the giant cat, the crab, the giant turtle. There's like a pigeon thing in there too. There's so much going on.
I like being able to give creatures indestructible, personally.
I know you do, and it's annoying.
I don't know.
I feel like being able to give something indestructible isn't something that you see very often, so that puts him immediately in B tier minimum.
Yeah, and also just that extra a 2/2 token. If it was a 1/1, man, but a 2/2, at least that's something.
Yeah.
All right, so we got a decent stack of cards here, but there's only 4 individual creatures in here.
Oh, good. I'm cold.
Raphael, Most Attitude. For 3 and a red, is Menace. He has Alliance. Whenever another creature you control enters, you may exile the top card of your library. When Raphael attacks, until end of turn, you may play a card exiled with Raphael. He's a 4/3. So creature enters, you exile it, and then you may play it.
What are your thoughts?
I don't know. Having to attack with your commander is always a gamble.
It is.
I don't love him. Any thoughts?
No. Head empty.
Throw him over there. I'm just not feeling him. I don't know. Zog, Triceraton, Castaway. 4 and a red. Reach, Trample. When Zog enters, target creature can't block this turn. He has Mountain Cycling, and he's a 5/4. Dinosaur.
I don't know. The fact that he's a Triceratops is kind of dope.
He's very cool.
And he has a ray gun thing. Come on. Who doesn't love that?
I'm pretty sure I'm trying to remember if it's dinosaur or not. I think I have a dinosaur deck. See, he'd be interesting in there as 99 at least. Commander.
I know you were building a dinosaur deck at one point. I don't know if you ever finished it.
I don't think I did.
He has cards everywhere.
Reach, Trample.
Yeah, third shift employees unite. That absolutely.
I don't know. As commander, I'm not feeling him.
Yeah, I'm not feeling him too much either.
We'll throw him over and see.
He's not bad, because he has some good abilities, but
yeah,
it's a 5.
Oh. I don't know. General Trog, Heart of Stone. For 3, 2 red. Trample. When General Trog enters, you may sacrifice another target, another artifact. When you do, General Trog deals 4 damage to target creature. 4/3.
I know he's supposed to be stone, but he looks like wood.
He does. So he enters, you sacrifice an artifact, and you get a 4 damage. It costs 5. I don't know. That is expensive. I'm throwing him in D tier.
I don't know, because to play devil's advocate here,
Okay. I'll hear you out.
if he was in something like a token creation deck, you could just sack the token and that's an automatic 4 damage to target creature. He has potential.
But it's when he enters. It's only when he enters.
Only when he enters?
Exactly.
Fair.
If it was like an enters or attack, maybe. I still don't think that would be great. That would at least get him up into C, I think. All right. Raphael, Tough Turtle. For 1 and a red. Alliance. Whenever another creature you control enters, Raphael deals 1 damage to target opponent. He's a 1/3.
And for the record, those are bowling balls that he's curling.
Yep. It's target opponent that I don't care for. If it was like 1 to each opponent, I think he'd be good. I think that would pump him up a bit.
What, you don't like being public enemy number 1?
having to target a player.
Having to label them as target enemy number 1.
I really don't care for him.
I suppose if it was like a singles,
yeah,
it'd be fine. But like,
one.
If you're in a group setting, that could be a little bit precarious.
And that 1 is really anemic in Commander.
Yeah.
When it's 1 against target opponent.
All right, now we have some multicolors. It looks like
quite a few multicolors.
Oh dear.
All right. Don and Raph, Hard Science for 1, and then hybrid. There we go. There's the word. Hybrid of blue or red. Menace. Whenever Don and Raph attacks, the next non-creature spell you cast this turn has affinity for artifacts. I like that. It's a 2/4. I like that. Cost reduction for spells?
I was admiring, I don't know if you guys can see it, but Donatello has his tongue sticking out of his mouth. I was admiring that. As he's tinkering with his staff.
I think it's interesting, at least.
Yeah. That's a mono.
That was a mythic one that I just liked.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Donatello, Mutant Mechanic for 3 and a blue. So you can tap him, put 3 1/1 counters on target artifact you control. If it isn't a creature, it becomes a 0/0 robot creature in addition to its other types. Activate only as a sorcery. Whenever an artifact you control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, if it had any counters on it, put those counters on up to 1 target artifact or creature you control. So essentially, you could make a Soul Ring a 3/3 creature and swing at somebody with it.
That's a cursed thought to have.
I like that. So artifacts with counters on them, you can redistribute them. So like not redistribute, but you can move them onto something else. I like that. Let's throw them up there. That's pretty cool. All right, Mikey and Don, Party Planners for 2, and then 2 hybrid of green and blue. Ward 2. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. You may play lands and cast mutant, ninja, or turtle spells from the top of your library. If you cast a creature spell this way, that creature enters with an additional 1/1 counter on it. I don't know where you would ever find mutant, ninjas, or turtles.
Yeah, it's a mystery to me.
Yeah.
Maybe in the Avatar set.
They're probably hiding in there. There's a card there. Probably in a Ikoria or something. The price is going to skyrocket because of that card. I don't know. I like him. Ward 2. Look at the top card of your library.
Yes, I'm cold.
What do you think? Do you think B tier, A tier?
B tier.
B tier? I will agree with you. All right. Krang and Shredder. 4 and 2 hybrids of blue and black. Whenever Krang and Shredder enter or attack, each opponent exiles cards from the top of their library until they exile a non-land card. Disappear. At the beginning of your end step, if a permanent left the battlefield under your control this turn, you may cast a card exiled with Krang and Shredder without paying its mana cost. It's 6/7. So each opponent exiles. You could get a lot of cards with that.
You can, yeah.
I like him. You get a free card without paying its mana cost. I'm a fan, personally. And then it's enters and attacks, which makes it beautiful. Nope, you want that one. There we go. Genghis Frog for a green and a blue. It has trample. Whenever Genghis Frog or another mutant you control enters, create a mutagen token. It's a 1/3. Trample on a 1/3 just feels odd.
Don't mind me, guys. I am just very cold.
It is quite chilly down here. We are, in the basement, and there's that nice cold wall back there.
I also don't produce my own body heat, so...
That's fine. We'll throw him... I think we'll throw him in D. All right. I'll give you him. Now we'll read off this one. Baxter Stockman for 3, a blue and a red. When Baxter Stockman enters, create a 1/1 colorless robot artifact creature token. At the beginning of combat on your turn, target artifact creature you control gets +3/+0, gains first strike and vigilance until end of turn. So you create a creature token, an artifact creature, and then you get to pump a target one. So essentially, like your vehicle, you could pump up.
Yeah, that's true.
No. For 5, though. No. I don't hate him, but don't love him.
I'm gonna move some of these guys over.
Oh, I have to make space. I think we'll throw him over there. There's so many cards in C tier. It's wanting to flip over. All right, this is one that Tommy liked, and I like it too. Taka and Razar, terrible 2s for a 2 hybrid of black and red. This spell can't be countered. I love it. Menace. Whenever a player casts a spell, if the amount of mana spent to cast it was less than its mana value, Taka and Razar deal 3 damage to that player. Okay. Whenever a player casts a spell, if the amount of mana spent to cast it was less than its mana value. So any of like the affinity spells or anything that has a cost reduced because of some cost reduction effect, you would take 3 damage. I like it.
That feels kind of situational as a commander, though.
It does. It would be really good. There's a commander, Augustine of something or whatever, where he reduces the cost of blue and white spells, I believe, which this would be amazing against.
That is true.
I like him. Hi, Tommy, coming in to check on us?
I just figured it's getting close, and I was like, oh.
Yep. What do you think? B tier? I personally, I think we'll throw him in B.
Okay.
the neutrinos.
Hot shit car, dude.
For 2, a red and a white. They have flying. They have alliance. Whenever another creature you control enters, the neutrinos get +1/+0 until end of turn. Whenever the neutrinos attack, exile up to 1 target creature you own, and then return it to the battlefield under your control, tapped and attacking. So you got an ETB trigger on a creature. Technically, if you have a creature with summoning sickness that you want to attack with.
No, that is true.
Mm-hmm.
The voices in my head are saying that'd be pretty good with Eldrazi's.
Excuse me.
Right. Karai?
Something like that.
Karai. Future of the Foot. For 1, a white and a black. Whenever Karai deals damage to a player, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. If her sneak cost was paid this turn, instead return that creature to the battlefield. Her sneak is 2 for, and then 2, and then a white and a black. 3/3. I don't know. Getting to return a creature from your graveyard to your hand is kind of nice.
Yeah.
And then if she snuck out, you can return right to the battlefield.
I feel like that's at least a B.
Yeah, that's a D. Yeah, throw it over in B. 3 left, guys. 3 left. Pizza Face. Gastromancer. 3 black and green. When Pizza Face enters, create a food token. Is disappear at the beginning of your end step. If a permanent left the battlefield under your control this turn, put 3 1/1 counters on up to 1 target creature, on up to 1 target artifact or creature. If it isn't a creature, it becomes a 0/0 mutant creature in addition to its other types. Okay. And for 10, tap him, sacrifice Pizza Face, you gain 3 life.
Is that it?
Yeah. For 10 and sacrificing him, you get 15 life.
Oh, I think it's 3 life.
Oh, sorry.
He did in fact say 3 life.
Don't worry about it.
I was like, what?
We're professionals here, guys.
Yeah,
I promise.
We know what we're doing.
Okay.
I know reading the card explains the card, unless you can't read.
Unless you don't read it right. Unless you make shit up.
Yep. No, I promise, guys. It says that if I attack you, I win the game. I promise. No, I'm not going to show you the card.
It's just written in on Sharpie.
All right, so 10, tap him, sacrifice Pizza Face, you gain 15 life. Okay. And if a permanent left the battlefield, you get to put 3 1/0 counters on a artifact or creature.
Reading the card explains the card. Unless you do not know how to read Japanese.
I don't know.
He doesn't have the cute factor for me. He's
kind of uggo.
just based on that.
Yeah, he's not nice to look at. I don't know. God, paying 10 to get 15 life feels like a lot.
Yeah. I could get behind the 10 or the sack, but not both.
I don't know. See, but being able to pump a creature and artifact, I kind of like that. All right.
Is he white?
Oh,
He's
black green.
Black green. Can tell who the filthy white players are.
Don and Leo, problem solvers for 3, and then 2 hybrid of white and blue. Vigilance. At the beginning of your end step, exile up to 1 target artifact you control and up to 1 target creature you control. Then return them to the battlefield under their owner's control. And it's 4/6. So that's kind of interesting. So if you're dealing with someone who has a deck that like gives you cards that have really nasty side effects, you could exile that, and then it goes back to their owner's control, so they get it back. But that's a really, really situational.
Oh,
But if you have like leaving the battlefield or entering the battlefield triggers, that could be good.
You're running the show.
Are we sure? I can't read.
You think I'm any better? I work third shift.
I'm a red player. We don't read. We don't do math. We just attack and let the blockers do the math. All right, 5, 2 hybrid of a red and green. Trample, haste. Whenever Raph and Mikey attack, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a creature card. Put that card onto the battlefield tapped and attacking, and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. He costs 7, so that's a lot to get out.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not. I automatically I want to put it in C tier, but what do you think?
I've never really liked the whole put things on the bottom of your deck in a random order.
That's fair.
So like immediately for me, that's at minimum a C, if not lower.
Yeah. I think we could throw that in a D pretty comfortably, and I wouldn't lose any sleep about it.
Yeah.
There. That's it. We are finally at the end of all the legendary creatures in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles set. If there's any cards you liked here, come on down to TNT Card and Hobby. These will all be for sale.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll see you guys in the next set.
Stack the chairs, flip the stools, candles burning low and blue, chat still buzzing in the gloom. One more story, one more brew. You've ridden with me all night long through crits and chaos, bad ideas. Now the bar keeps polishing the gong. Time to vanish, taverns closing here. This is the end of the stream, my friends. Raise your mugs for the final send. Last call after, then we're gone till we log back in at dawn. We drank the quest, we rolled the fights, we turned these pixels into nights. This is the end of the stream, my friends, till the tavern opens again. Dice still warm from that last roll, quest log covered in your names, hero portraits on the wall, all the legends, all the games, from the lurkers in the shade to the loud ones yelling roll. Every cheer and every raid poured a little fire in my soul. Now this is the end of the stream, my friends. Raise your mugs for the final send. Last call after, then we're gone till we log back in at dawn. We drank the quest, we rolled the fights, we turned these pixels into nights. This is the end of the stream, my friends, till the tavern opens again. Hey, wait! Coasters curl on sticky wood, echoes hanging in the air. Did we do it? Yeah, we did. You were really, truly there. So slam the tables, stomp the floor, shout my name once, maybe more. Hit that farewell like a spell. Good night, good fight, sleep well. This is the end of the stream, my friend.